it is strictly first generation. We are not looking at any mega evolutions or Alolan forms. It is just original 151 R6, not for battle strategy, but who would you have in your party as like the best of the best companions? Um, we were talking before we started broadcasting, and we were discussing really who do you want, like if someone were to be following you around, like Ash has Pikachu always, on his shoulder outside of a Pokeball. And I was going to say that for me, my bestest bro that would be following me around all the time, walking around the region, I would have a Nidoking right by my side.
Widow King.
Nidoking.
That's awesome.
I love
I
the idea. Like, oh man, I would have to grab. I got a Pokedex right here. Because I know it sounds ridiculous, kind of. Like, you're thinking, like, oh, a Nidoking, like, by your side? But, like, it makes sense, I promise.
I
Because,
mean, I could definitely see it.
yeah.
I mean, he's actually pretty big, right?
Well,
He's huge.
no, he's not. That's what I was getting to. Like, he's not going to ride on my shoulder, obviously, like Pikachu. But he's going to stand alongside me. And me being like, okay, so I'm 6 feet, right?
Yeah.
Where the crud is Nidoking? Okay, so Nidoking, he's 4 feet 7 inches.
What? Really?
Yeah, so
He's
he's
not very
he's
big.
2 feet shorter than I am. So he would just be like walking along
Right.
like the size of what a teenager's son would be, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Be like you have this large. It's like a dog that walks upright.
Yeah, and but he'd be like intimidating too, because he has the horns and the poison, and he can just create earthquakes, and you'd be like, oh, I don't want to mess with that guy, and I would just like fist bump him and be like, we bros.
You're like, what up,
See,
Nido
he's
King?
less intimidating to me now. I always pictured he was like 6 foot. And now he's just like got Napoleon syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still intimidating. He can learn thunder and surf. Like he's a poison ground, but he can learn surf, which is really cool.
How can he learn surf? Just
Dude, I don't know, but Rhydon can too.
weird.
Weird.
But who would you guys have as companions following you around?
Geo, go for it.
I've always known this for like my whole life. Vulpix is my like number one choice for my team, and she would be with me my whole life and just like sitting and like following me around.
Yeah,
Because she's adorable and totally badass
Yeah.
and temperamental. I like
Yeah.
that. Super sassy. So, without a doubt. And she would be adorable and like just like sleeping all the time and hanging out and then like waking up to burn people for me. It's like all I need.
so like, could she ride like on your shoulder, like loop around your neck?
Yeah, I think that she could do that like weird ferret neck thing, but I think I'd rather just have her like walk behind me or like carry her in my arms. Like
Yeah.
shoulder would be sometimes an option.
She's like small dog size, right?
Yeah, I always picture like a fox size.
Like
And
a
then when she's a
fox.
nine
Yeah.
tails, obviously I couldn't like carry her on my shoulder, but
Right.
she's way more badass.
I think that's a really good pick. Vulpix was on my list of original 11, but actually when it came down to 6, she didn't quite make it.
That's fine. She's my number one.
Number 1.
And
That's nice.
actually, if Vulpixes aren't loved enough, their tails don't grow in all the way. So
Really?
they have to be loved like enough to receive all 9 tails and have like be like the potential that they can be. So
But you would give your Vulpix 9 tails of love.
oh yeah, I give them 12.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Uh, Legendary
Alright.
Dusky Yaogwai jumped out of nowhere. I'm scared. Sorry. Okay.
That's not a
Um,
Pokemon.
that's my Pokemon. So number 1 for me, my little buddy is definitely Haunter. I've
All
always been a
right.
fan of the ghost types for like ever, and Haunter was definitely the one. You know, he was my first ghost type. So I mean,
It's
obviously
interesting that
Ghastly.
you picked
Ghastly comes first.
Haunter before Gengar, because most people would pick Gengar.
I know.
I don't know if
I
that's
never liked the
necessarily
Gengar
true
form.
though.
I
I
think
would
so.
pick
I think you
Gengar.
see. Yeah, see, she would pick Gengar. I think that mostly I see people representing Gengar. Like all the merchandise is always Gengar. In fact, I've never seen like a good Haunter item that wasn't really Gengar.
I actually have seen a really cool Haunter shirt, and I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, that'd be
But
awesome.
mostly it is Gengar.
Yeah, see.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Haunter was made famous with the cartoon. Haunter's the one that Ash catches, like if you want to say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he uses
Yeah.
Sad.
Haunter to defeat Sabrina, but
See, I
he
didn't
he
even know that.
uses it to make it laugh. Like he uses his Haunter to make Kadabra laugh and Sabrina laugh so hard that she just like lets them have the badge.
That's hilarious.
Sounds kind of like a not honorable victory.
No, but getting a little sidetracked, and none of Ash's victories are like honorable at all. I can promise you that.
Sounds like another debate for.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I could.
definitely gonna have to be one that we talk about.
I couldn't have that debate. I've actually like seen 3 episodes of that show. So
We'll let her catch up, Elder.
I know. Maybe I'll cram in the whole Pokemon show, the entire thing.
A
So, who would
lot.
you guys have in your party other than Vulpixes and Haunters?
Um, well, how do we? Should I just say a few? Should I just be like these are the other 5?
Not all of them, but like maybe say like two more. Like list off like two
We
more
could
awesome ones.
we could start with our honorable mentions
Yeah,
and then move
that would
to
actually be all
the
right.
team.
What's one of
The one,
your what's Nate, list off the honorable mentions. Like you can list all of them off. I don't even care.
all of them. Okay, so the ones that made my list, or were on the initial list but didn't quite make the cut. Vulpix was one. Jigglypuff was one, which I actually thought she would make the cut, but didn't. Rapidash, uh, Magikarp, and Flareon. And
Huh.
the funny thing is Flareon doesn't really make the cut because it would be Vulpix over Flareon. But then I ended up not picking Vulpix either.
Okay, so my honorable mentions. I had Cubone, Snorlax, Scyther, Oddish actually, and then Sandshrew, but mostly because it's adorable and not really useful. And
Yeah,
then Gengar.
yeah. Sandshrew is
Hmm.
a good pick actually.
Yeah.
Cubone is Cubone is actually on my list as one of my
Really?
6. Yeah, dude, the
He was like,
whole. Oh, go ahead.
he was the next one that would have been on my 6.
All
He
right.
was 7.
The whole scenario with Cubone where it's like, oh, he's wearing his mother's skull, and you meet him at the like haunted house or whatever in the game. I don't know. I'm not actually like I don't like horror in real life, but in Pokemon, I thought it was very like I don't know something funny about it.
That's
Weird,
what's
more
like. That's when horror is good. Is when it's with a Cubone.
yeah, it's when it's with a Cubone. Now that's good horror right there. Yeah.
All
So
right, Jay.
Macabre.
my honorable mentions. Starting off, I did think about some legendaries. I didn't really want to include them, but I was like, you know what? Let's just like old school like Mewtwo was definitely one I was thinking about, and really
Mm.
because of the first movie, I love that. I'm playing Last of Us. I just have to drop my controller for a second. Zapdos, just because he's my favorite of the legendary birds. And then, see, I was thinking Scyther too, but Pinsir made my honorable mentions before Scyther did.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was like, you know
Interesting.
what? I should probably have an Evolution on here, and so I put Jolteon, and that's my honor list there. Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Let's
Totally. See,
see.
and if we were doing next gen, Umbreon would definitely be on the list for me. But
Right.
All right.
but that's my
Ooh,
number one evolution.
I forgot about this. I had Gengar. I did have Gengar in my honorable mentions, so.
Oh,
And then Poliwrath, Golduck, and Beedrill, just because I've kind of always liked Beedrill.
Beedrill is cool.
Yeah, I
Kakuna
like
was
it.
actually, yeah. I like Kakuna more than Beedrill.
But he's just a
It's like,
cocoon.
well, I know, but that's the thing is that that's the beauty of this list for me is that I always wanted to validate Kakuna in some way in the game, and it's just there's no doing it. He does nothing. But I'm like I
Yeah.
want like that. I never got quite did this, but it was one of my nerdy dreams to have a level 100 Kakuna.
I mean, he could know like Poison Sting, right?
Can
Could he?
Kakuna know like a actual move?
If
I
your
thought Kakuna could
Weedle,
only do Harden.
no, if your Weedle learned like Poison Sting, String Shot,
Oh
Harden,
yeah, that's
then
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
then Kakuna could do it.
yeah.
Yeah, but that would be awful. To try and
That
get
would
a
be.
Kakuna up to level 100. I would like
Oh yeah.
probably break my DS
I
before
mean,
I
you
did
just do
that.
XP share. You just give him the thing or whatever so that he gets half the.
Yeah, you'd have to throw an Everstone on him because every 5 seconds it'd be like your Cocoon is trying to evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to
Cause
like put him in the
you
first slot.
so that'd have to be later gen though, right? Because there's no Everstones in the original game. There's no like handing a Pokemon a thing. The
Yeah, you're
original.
right. In the original game, I think you
Yeah.
just have to push B 1,000 times.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd be doing
Be
that
like
every
no,
level.
no.
You'd just be like, don't,
Yeah.
don't
Be like no,
evolve.
you don't.
And then the one time that like 95 that you let it slip.
Oh man, yeah, I let it
Yeah.
slip. I'd be like, oh.
Oh, I have a Beedrill now. No.
It's way worse.
Oh, it wants to learn Twin Needle. Ah,
Twin Needle. What's this bullcrap?
Oh.
Poison Sting for life.
Poison Sting for life.
On a T-shirt that says that. There you go. On a
Dude,
T-shirt that
that would
has a
be the
picture of a
best.
Kakuna, just a Kakuna, and says Poison Sting for life. Um, all right, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Probably my next favorite Pokemon of all time is Dragonair.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
are we
That's
talking about like your main party?
this is on my main party.
Okay.
I just did it. I jumped to number two because it's kind of an easy one for me. The Dragonair. It's like I'd have a Haunter on one shoulder and a Dragonair on the other. Would be
Yeah.
ideal.
Okay.
Dragonair is also on my list
All
for
right.
sure.
All right. That's fair. Dragonair is way cool, and that I can agree. That's one I would not want to evolve. I would just keep my Dragonair. You know, no need to go to
Yeah.
Dragonite.
No
Except
need
for
for
Yeah.
Derpy Charizard.
Derpy Charizard.
Yeah. That's the thing. It was so derpy. I was always disappointed with Dragonair
I do. I just want to let
or
you know
Dragonite.
you're talking about Dragonair like hanging around your neck, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like all
Dragonair's
Isn't it way
13
serpentine.
feet long.
Dude, that's awesome. That's way cooler
Way
even.
cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just coiled around your neck a couple times.
Yeah. Be draped all the way down my back, you know? Be
Yeah.
like Doctor Who style scarf Dragonair. Hanging out.
See, I would not wear Dragonair because that would just be too much. You'd be tripping over it all the time. It'd probably get really pissed at you.
I mean, I feel like it's really light, right? It's got to weigh like nothing. It would like be able to just kind of float. See, it's almost like you're not even really wearing it. It's just
Oh.
cuddling you.
Would Dragonair, like, what would it feel like? Would like, I'm picturing like a snake, and that doesn't seem like it would fit Dragonair at all. So,
I
like,
think like a marshmallow.
you think
Really?
it
Be like yeah, it'd be
marshmallow?
marshmallow, like texture and touch. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I would hope it would feel like, but I'm not sure how accurate that is.
It'd be like a fish. I don't know. What do dragons? They're like scaly, right? So it would be kind of
Yeah, but they don't like
marshmallow
draw him with
scaly.
scales. He's just like a tube. He almost looks like a squeege of toothpaste.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it would feel like a toothpaste tube then, if you're sensing.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's the conclusion to draw.
So Dragonair fits both of your lists. Unfortunately, does not make mine. And I think you guys might give me a little bit of hate for this one, just because. Okay, Pikachu's super overrated. I hate Pikachu forever, and because Ash won't evolve his, retarded. but
Mm.
Raichu definitely makes my main party. And
Yeah.
it's totally back
That's
to the cartoon with Lieutenant Surge just like calling Ash a baby all the time, and like he even has that like Raichu towering over his Pikachu, and it's just like Rai 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 Rai. And it's like I love that.
yeah.
Kind of like a
Raichu is pretty
bully.
cool.
Also, if I did go to Alola, then I could get an Alolan form Raichu, and it would be surfing on its tail. I love that.
Surfer Raichu.
Surfer
Yes, we who
Raichu.
live in the landlocked state would go surfing with Raichu all the time. Makes a lot of sense.
People surf on rivers.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. Like, I've seen people do it. I don't know if it's like how often it is. Oh man, it's pretty fun.
All right. What else we got on our team, guys?
Okay, so Dragonair was my number two or three. Number two was Squirtle, just because that's my like the starter I've always picked.
Squirtle
I love Squirtle.
Squad.
Yeah.
You know, in the
He's
show,
hilarious.
Squirtle's a dick.
Yeah, and then the sunglasses, it's a good look.
And the sunglasses.
I appreciate Squirtle, and I think Blastoise is badass.
Oh
And
yeah,
like
for
is
sure.
the only true well, that's not true, but he's one of the best contenders for a Charizard.
Isn't
Obviously.
I thought for just pure like not like if you don't take various buffs and whatnot, resistances into account, just pure damage, Blastoise is like the fourth strongest Pokemon after the legendaries.
Yeah. Apparently his cannons can like blow through steel plates.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it says in the
Blastoise
description.
has
Power,
Yeah,
like
okay.
crazy
like cut
stuff.
into metal. I also heard that like Magikarp is technically on that list of like number three.
What?
So yeah,
Magikarp's on
apparently
your
like
list?
no of the
Oh,
strongest
strongest
or
Pokemon?
like most dangerous, I guess, or something like that.
Right.
It's like he can jump so high and like he just creates so much force when he lands, it just destroys everything under
Hmm.
it.
I mean, if we're talking about that, Ponyta's hooves can crush diamonds.
Oh
Are they really?
Jesus,
Yeah, that's like in the description of the Pokedex.
Damn.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What? Oh man, no, totally lost that thought.
What's another person
Hold
you'd
on.
have on your party?
On my party,
Yeah.
so the next one, and this is kind of a tough one. This is where it starts to get pretty close for me, but actually still right there with Dragonair would be Persian.
All right.
Mm.
That's good.
Big fan, big fan of Persian. I kind
I
of
can
like
see you
Meowth,
being Giovanni.
but yeah, that's the thing. I'd love to be Giovanni, the suit, kicking back to my Persian,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sinister,
I see
sinister
that.
talks. I'd be like, yeah,
But that means you would have had to have a meow.
yeah, but I don't mind Meowth, dude. That freaking what was it? Coin slash or whatever, where you like hit the other person and they drop Pokemon or the Pokemon and they drop money out of them.
Payday.
I would
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
payday. Thank you. I would keep that move through the Persian and like max level. I have a max level Persian that still has payday and just dropping like thousands of Poke credits or whatever. You know,
So
I love that move.
you're a lot smarter than Giovanni then. You're doing a lot better than he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Giovanni got taken out by like an 8-year-old kid with a Pikachu. So
He also wouldn't fire Jesse and James.
yeah,
I think they were just like comical to him. He's like,
Yeah,
look at these people.
he's just like, oh, these guys. They call in every couple days and tell me how they almost died. It's fun.
Or got the Pikachu that they've still never gotten.
Yeah.
Ever. I guess
oh,
if
Um,
that's what I,
Meowth couldn't talk, then I would be
yeah.
okay.
That's the thing in the show. Even that's like one of the 3 episodes I've seen is where Meowth, the normal annoying one, runs into like a not like he like falls for a different Meowth that doesn't talk, and I was like, oh well, that Meowth's not bad. Like that was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Um, yeah. Did you guys ever play the N64 Pokemon Stadium? Did you guys
oh
ever do
yeah.
that? Okay, so you know the mini games. Do you remember the mini games? There was like 9 of them that you could play, like the Mario Party style,
Hmm.
little push buttons. Dude, the Magikarp one where you just freaking bounce and have to hit the meter, and you have to like time when it's like does its little splash maneuver.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites. I love that game.
My
I
favorite was
think
the
there's
Ekans
a
one.
The Ekans one.
It was like a ring
Yeah,
toss, but you're like throwing Ekans.
oh yeah, yeah, that's right. You had to check the over the Diglios or whatever.
there's a phone game right now for Pokemon that I was told about, where
It's
you
called
basically
Pokemon
just have a
Go.
well, not that one. No, it's like you just have like a Magikarp, and you're battling. It's just seeing which one jumps higher, and everyone else has Magikarps.
Yeah, I've seen
That's
that.
literally the
Oh,
whole game.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool.
Okay, so next on my list after Dragonair, I have Slowbro. I wanted to get that psychic typing in there.
All
All
right,
right.
nice.
Slowbro's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
Plus, it's hilarious. They're just like really dopey, and I love that.
So if we opened up like second generation, would you pick Slow King or would you stick with Slow Bro?
I probably wouldn't still have Slowbro on here, actually, because there's
Okay,
other
really my
psychic types
question
I could
was
go.
if Slow King was available, which one would
Oh,
you
then
choose
yeah,
between?
yeah, I pick Slowking.
Okay.
you'd prefer Slowking. I
It
never
looks
liked the
less.
crown.
I don't know. I bet it's really intimidating to other Pokemon. That it's got
Oh,
like
okay,
a headdress
right.
of sorts.
I always thought he was kind of like advanced. Like he's like, oh, I'm wearing a helmet. Like I'm like, well, he's evolved beyond beyond other Pokemon. But it makes sense. He's a psychic type, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe it just enhances his psychic powers, being able to wear a crown.
Right.
I'd hope
It's
so
like
it is.
it's like his tinfoil hat made out of a whatever cloister.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to do something special to get Slowking, right? Or Slowbro. You have to
No,
like
Slow
trade
Bro is
in.
just through evolution.
Oh.
Slow
What's
King,
the
you have to
difference
have
on a
the
Slowking?
King's Rock.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I could have sworn there was too. I could have sworn you had to be like, oh, you trade a cloister and a slowpoke or something, and
That's how it should be. Shelter, by the way, but that's how it should be.
Yeah.
shell there. Yeah.
But no, in the games it was just like level 20 something.
Yeah. They added all the evolutionary items to Pokemon Go when they brought in second gen, and I hate it. Because it's impossible to get the ones you need, and I have a bunch of stuff that I could evolve, but I cannot because I don't have the stone. That's great.
Shiza.
Well, I
Wait
think
a
it's
minute. So
smart
am
that
I?
you what?
Oh, am I totally crazy here? But cloister is Shelter's evolution, right? Am I
Yeah.
just making
Yeah.
that up? Okay. Okay. All right. Just thought I was like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, it's Shelter that Slowpoke fishes for in the anime.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I see. All right. What's next? Who's next?
Um, I guess I kind of want to talk about mine.
Three? Yeah, I
I'm a
think.
little jelly that Geo has a psychic type because I'm looking at mine. I'm like, oh, I didn't pick a psychic.
I
But
tried to go for balance. No.
see, and I was thinking the same thing, and that's why I kind of want to mention my next one is because it's Pidgeot, and I was like, I need a flying one. I need one that I can get on its back and like zoom across the world on.
And
I mean
see, I picked
that
one
is
that's way
awesome.
better than that.
You didn't, but
Oh.
okay.
I picked, okay, so for my flying type, I picked Aerodactyl. Because Aerodactyl's a badass.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's a
Aerodactyl is way
dinosaur.
cool.
And it's a
See, if
flying
Worm
rock
were here
type,
right now, he would be agreeing with you.
probably.
I never could go for Aerodactyl. He was too had that derpy face again, and I was like, no,
Does Aerodactyl
I
have a
don't think he
derpy
looks
face?
derpy.
he does. He has
His
a
Mega
derpy face.
Evolution, he gets pretty derpy.
He looks like a
Yeah.
Flintstones character. I'm like, for me, it was definitely what's the I can't even think of it. The
Ammonite?
Nautilus. Ammonite, yeah. Ammonite all the way.
The Lord
Pterodactyl does
Helix.
not look derpy. I'm gonna fight this one, because
See, Aerodactyl's just too
Dragonite,
mean for me.
It's too mean.
Yeah, like,
Too mean.
he would grab you and like he would probably carry you in his like talons, and you wouldn't like
yeah,
that.
that'd be so cool.
Yeah, but
Like,
Pidgeot's like majestic.
I don't
Pidgeot
know.
is everywhere.
I don't
How
think
often do you
Pidgeot's a
see
great choice
Aerodactyl?
either. I'm like,
I mean, in Pokemon Go, you never, but like in the game, you train that original Pidgey you catch, and it grows with you into Pidgeotto and then Pidgeot, and it's awesome.
But how often, like, do you keep that Pidgeot as part of your final six?
Me all the time.
all
Really?
the time.
Oh yeah.
Like my first one to go.
I mean, normal
Nah,
flying type, you know.
you need that flying, and so it's just an easy one to like already have on.
Yeah, but if we're talking about actual battle ability, it's Zapdos all the way for flying. It's,
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, in the beginning of the game, you're going to keep that Pidgeot with you for the fly, and then drop him when you finally catch a Zapdos or Aerodactyl.
yeah, yeah. Maybe so.
I guess Gen 1, the options are pretty limited for flying
Yeah, you're
Pokemon.
like, okay, Aerodactyl, sure, good choice. But, like, what's your other
Yeah.
choices for flying? Like, Fearow? Who wants a Fearow?
Yeah. I
Isn't
guess for like,
Dragonair flying type? I'm like,
No, Dragonair can't.
is
Dragonair's
it?
just a snake, man.
no, but it's a
Yeah, but like,
type. It's not
but
like
Gyarados
normal.
has flying typing. So,
Yeah,
But Gyarados doesn't. I'm saying, like, if I get on a Pokemon's back and fly.
yeah. You just told me Dragonair's 13 feet long. I'm riding my Dragonair into battle.
But how is
yeah, it's like
Dragonair
a
flying?
Chinese, like how Chinese dragons fight
Yeah,
or fly. They
he
just like,
does fly. I mean, he doesn't like slither around on the ground. He flies.
I I think we need to get like a Pokemon professor to acknowledge that.
Oak, where's Oak? So how exactly what is the mobility of a Dragonair?
I think, well, they don't have flying typing, so no flying.
They
There's
don't
no
have flying type? I swore
slithering.
they were flying type.
But Dragonite has it, so he has the
Yeah,
potential. So maybe like every special Dragonite can fly. Like a,
my dreams are kind of shot now. I'm like I could have sworn Dragonair could fly. I pictured him flying my whole life. It's
You
like
know, I think you get that from the opening of the original cartoon because I swear they probably do have like a Dratini or a Dragonair or something like
yeah,
flying in their
they make it
intro.
look like it's flying. I think it's
Yeah.
just
there are
jumping forward. Kind
there
of.
are snakes that fly. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they like glide, but you know.
I mean, if your Dragonair can fly, I mean, we can't say it can't, right? I've never.
I trained him. I trained him to
Okay,
fly. My haunter taught him.
your
All right,
Haunter taught him.
I'm busting out the next Pokemon.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Next Pokemon, Kabuto.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
one of the most
the Priev?
rocking them. Yeah,
Okay,
like not Kabutops, not like the
gotcha.
one with the sides, which is also a very cool Pokemon. But no, Kabuto always been like one of my all-time faves when it came to the point where I could get that whatever fossil and do the thing and
You're definitely gonna have to explain why then.
I don't know. There's just something weird about him, right? I mean, he's like this little bug or whatever. I mean, he's one of those what's the word? You know, he's one of the fossil bugs, little crustaceans.
Yeah.
I can't think.
Yeah, it
Tri
doesn't do
tri
much.
trilobites. Trilobite. That's the word. Yeah, he doesn't do much, but I mean, you can teach him some stuff. I mean, you can level him up. You can teach him all the. He's oh, that was the thing is that in the game he actually does totally suck because he's like earth and water. So even though he's a
He's
water type,
rock
he still
water.
takes rock water. So even though he's a water type, he still takes like water damage, like extra strong, which is weird. And he's not strong against like fire or something like that. It's really weird. I don't remember. It's been too long. Details are fuzzy. But I remember that it was like he basically sucked at the thing that he would otherwise be good at for his type. Um, But I don't know. I just always had an affinity for him. His little beady red eyes poking out of his little shell, and I'm always like, "What are you in there?" And you have these creepy little claws. I don't know. It's kind of cute to me, I
I mean, it's acceptable.
guess.
I wouldn't pick him for my 6 or my honorable mention. But
Geo's like, I wouldn't pick him for my 150.
For my
maybe like
top 150.
top 50, maybe.
He'd
I mean,
ride
I'd
on
definitely
he'd
pick
ride on the
Kabutops
back of
over
my Persian.
Kabuto.
Well, again, if I was doing
Yeah.
combat, yeah, if we're gonna talk about like combat ability, then yeah, Kabutops, he's got
No,
fucking
I'm
scythe.
even talking about just
But
overall coolness of the Pokemon.
just coolness, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely Kabuto for me. Also, tractors, backhoes,
What?
like industrial equipment, dude. Kabuto. They make like, little backhoes and track hoes and front end loaders and like anyway.
Okay, so my next Pokemon would be Jolteon. Actually, I think that's the end of my list.
What?
Because
We've already
I
talked about all
needed an
yours?
electric. Yeah, I've already done Vulpix, Squirtle, Dragonair, Slowbro, Aerodactyl, and now Jolteon.
Holy snap.
Yeah, we jumped through your list. I think I have a couple left.
That's
I
okay.
have 3 more.
Okay.
How do you? Well, okay. So mine's Jolteon. What is everybody else's?
Okay, so my last two, I'll give them both. One is Cubone, who I mentioned earlier. Obviously, very macabre little Pokemon. But then Kakuna, who we also talked about earlier, is one of my ultimate cool six.
Oh, Kakuna made your top 6?
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
Really?
you weren't even messing around.
No, I'm telling you, I always wanted that level 100
So
instinct for
I'm gonna
life.
do it for you. I'm gonna grab my Pokemon game right now. I'm gonna level up my Kakuna to 100. I'm gonna trade it to you.
All right.
sounds like the worst time ever. So, okay. So what are all of your 6 all together?
Well, okay. Well, what are Jay's last three? I want to hear his last three first because we haven't even heard that.
So you guys both you have Cubone in your main 6, and then Geo had Cubone in her honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So not Cubone, but
but
Marowak is in
Marowak.
my main
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
And then this one might seem kind of strange, but Kingler. I love Kingler.
I mean,
Oh, that's cool, man. He's fine. Yeah,
You know
he's
what?
cool.
My love for him comes from, man, I hate to say it, but it's the stupid cartoon. Ash uses a Krabby, and his Krabby is smaller than all the other Krabbies, and it's sad. But while his Krabby's fighting, I think he's fighting like a Nidorino in like the finals of the Kanto League. um, he's like taking all these punches, and he like believes in his Krabby so hard, and then like mid fight it evolves into a Kingler and just goes ham and wrecks everything.
That
And I
is
that
want
was
so
pretty
that.
cool.
cool.
Why didn't
Yeah.
they ever add that? They needed to come up with a mechanic to where in the game your Pokemon could level up mid-fight. So it's like right when you're getting beat up and you're about to die, it's like there's that. It would be just a chance that you'd get like a bonus XP for a death shot to where instead of dying, your Pokemon or fainting, your Pokemon evolves. It
Right? That'd be
suddenly is
so
like,
great. It's
That would have
voila.
been
like,
really cool.
oh, you gave so much love to your Pokemon. This Elite Four member can't even handle your love. It's evolving for you right
It's
now.
evolving.
That would have been way cooler.
But see, Kingler's also 4 feet 3 inches, so he could stand right next to my Nidoking, and they'd be like the same.
Right. That'd be
Um,
hilarious.
the last one on mine, and admittedly, I'd have to have the shiny version of it, but it's Arbok.
Okay, yeah.
I love Arbok. I love the whole Cobra. I love Jessie from Team Rocket, so I love that she has an Arbok. I love that in the show it says Charbok, oddly enough.
Yeah.
but its shiny is like this pure yellow king cobra instead of like this purplish one. And I hate
Yeah.
the color yellow, but the shiny makes it look so good.
Yeah.
And in every Pokemon game I get, I instantly grab an Ekans and I start breeding until I get a shiny one, so I can have a shiny Arbok, and I love it.
Hmm.
That would be pretty intimidating. Like a good team member.
Yeah, yellow Arbok would be scary.
Also, they don't portray this at all in the TV show, but Arbok is 11 feet long.
Right, yeah.
Really?
So Arbok's like almost contending with Dragonair, like in slithery serpentineness.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So there's my 6.
Okay, so now, Gio, I like your idea of we should just real quick take turns, go through our top 6. So I'll lead it off. So mine are Kakuna, Dragonair, Persian, Cubone, Kabuto, and Haunter would be my out of the Pokeball buddy.
Okay. My 6 would be Aerodactyl, Jolteon, Slowbro, Dragonair, Squirtle, and then my out of the Pokeball would be Vulpix.
And my 6 would be Raichu, Pidgeot, Marowak, Kingler, Arbok, and out of the Pokeball, Nidoking.
Nice.
Like
Those
we
are
all have
all,
completely different teams.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna note that. I'm like, those are all respectable choices. I can respect that those are each a solid list, and we're a completely different group of Pokemon. So now we can travel Kanto together, and we won't be
Just
like overlapping in some weird way. Yeah, we'll destroy exactly.
I actually have 3 other honorable mentions that I
Ooh,
totally forgot about.
let's hear 'em.
Uh-oh.
Um, First one is Gyarados.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
a
I was thinking
flying
about
dragon
Gyarados
type.
too, but I was like, I didn't want to be so cliche.
Yeah, it's Gyarados is just like one of the coolest, I think, original 150. And then
Totally.
Lapras, only because it'd be fun to ride around on her back
Yeah.
in the
Oh
water.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
for
then,
sure.
uh, Ditto. 'Cause
Ditto.
who doesn't love
Ditto.
Ditto?
So, funny
Ditto is
story
cool.
with Ditto. Back when I used to play the card game fairly often, I actually won a competitive match using a Ditto in my deck. And it was because, like, I had the upper hand and I transformed, and that just made me copy what he was, and he had thrown down, like, a Charizard, which at the time, that 120 HP was, like, a big deal.
Yeah, I
And
remember, yeah.
my Ditto was now comparable to his and I didn't have to like evolve anything to get to there. I was just like Ditto transform, and it was like, wait, what? And it was pretty cool.
Right, you're like instantly Charizard. It's like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
That's pretty cool.
Uh, Dude, was it second gen Gyarados? Was it second gen where he got the red form?
Yeah, that's when they added in color, so
Yeah,
they got the shinies, and the shiny form of
Yeah.
Gyarados is the red one.
Yeah,
the
that one
legacy.
was, yeah, that
Was
one was baller. That was my favorite.
I know, because the game just gives it to you. It's like, hey, there's a red Gyarados on the lake, and it's like it needs to be captured to like move on.
Yeah.
I've been replaying X, and I really
Yeah.
like when you have to wake up the Snorlax and then battle it. And like usually I'll keep that Snorlax with me for a long time, just because he just like sits on everything and just kills it. I don't usually like normal types because they're kind of boring and they feel kind of like way less powerful than every other Pokemon
So
Yeah.
nowadays.
if we opened up other generations, I'll actually tell you Zangoose is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And I hate normal types, but he's like so cool to me. I would love see, I would replace my Nidoking and Zangoose would be walking by my side. And
You
Really?
yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
actually have to look him up because I don't even know what the crap a Zangoose is.
He looks like
He's
David Bowie.
what? Oh, wow. Yeah, with the whole eye paint, he totally does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you're like, what? Wait, no, you're right.
if we were opening up other gens, I would get rid of my Jolteon and get a Mareep. I absolutely love Mareep and
Oh, I love that
Ampharos.
you say that because Ampharos is my favorite electric type Pokemon.
Yeah, mine too. I love. And
Oh,
then when they
so
gave
good.
him a Mega Evolution, and then he gets Dragon typing and hair, that is
Yeah.
like
Oh, it's
that's the
Crazy.
great.
only Mega Evolution I like more than like the regular. Usually
Dude,
I don't.
Zangoose is cool. I
Yeah.
totally see the David Bowie thing, but he is badass. He's like a little kind of like more hardcore Pikachu.
Yeah. And
Hardcore Pikachu.
Yeah. He's like I'm Pikachu, but I shop at Hot Topic.
I'm Pikachu by Shop at Hot Topic, and I love David Bowie.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's where he gets his David Bowie T-shirts at Hot Topic.
I used to
I
think Zangoose was a fighting type, but he's just like a really angsty normal type.
Yeah, he's normal all the way. I I don't know. I just love him so much. He had like I also when I use him for false swipes, and of course that takes down your opponent to 1 HP, making it incredibly easy to capture Pokemon at that point. So
Yeah, that is super nice.
So just because I'm searching this, because my ultimate number one would be Ms. Magius if we were doing any gen. And
right.
so since I was looking at pictures of Zangoose, I looked at pictures of Ms. Magius, and I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest Pokemon ever.
Did you forget what she looked like?
No, it's well, I mean, it has been a while since I've played the game with her in it, but it's just like I'm seeing all this like fan art and different interpretations and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, coolest Pokemon ever. She's like a little witch. I'm like, she's so cool.
Yeah.
Misdreavus though, like one of the ugliest Pokemon ever. It's like she's like this little ugly duckling that starts out in this terrible phase and then turns out to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I'm playing through X, I'm trying not to just pick Pokemon that were in like the original gen, and I'm trying to like try out newer Pokemon, and it's really hard. I still have a lot of just like original gen Pokemon that I'm using, but I'm trying to use an Axio, and what I'm realizing is Dragon typing kind of sucks. Like it's
Yeah.
really not that good.
Dragons and Pokemon are lame. Like, I love dragons in any other lore, but like Pokemon just doesn't do it, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's why I've been ignoring it for so long, is because I love dragons and I just want a cool dragon type. And like Dragonair is amazing, but they all kind of suck.
yeah, totally. See, that's one of those things where it's like I would, yeah, not considering like battle ability or whatever. I would be the gym leader. If see, that's gym leader of.
Ooh. I don't know yet. Somebody go first.
Okay, let's go Gen 1. Let's make it easy. Just Gen 1.
Sorry,
What
what's the
what
question?
gym what gym leader are you? Like which type do you represent
Okay,
in the
okay, that's not fair because in the actual games, like I run a ground gym. I always go with purely ground types. I get them all specced out as hardcore as I can, and I fight people, in town. I'm like I love taking people on, and I always tell friends I'm like I'm a gym leader. I do ground types, and here's my Hippodon all day long. But if we're talking Kanto, I would love to be Surge.
right?
Surge or
Okay, so
Koga.
yeah, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean like literally like being Surge. I meant like
Yeah.
just who would you want to be? Like Jay's gym is so you're saying ground type.
Would be well. Let me think real fast because we have a rock type, a water type, electric type, uh, grass. What's the fifth gem in Kanto?
I don't even know. See, but okay, here, but
Oh.
this is what I mean though. See that you're. I didn't mean it that like literally because okay,
So
I'll
it
just
doesn't
throw
have
mine
to
out
be a
there.
gym in Kanto.
It doesn't have
any
to be
first
literally a
gen
gym in any first
type.
gen type. Yeah.
Oh, then
So
just
like mine.
ground. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you'd be the ground gym leader. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Mine would be ghost. I would be the ghost gym leader. That would be awesome.
I think I'd probably be water. I feel like
Yeah.
water types are like more my thing.
Let's kick Misty out of there. Be like,
Yeah, I would just
I'm a
kill,
better
not
mermaid
kill.
than
I would
you,
just take
Misty.
out, yeah, just that whole family. I would bankrupt them and steal their gym.
bankrupt them. They're like,
Mm.
hey, Giovanni, I need you to take out this water gym family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but Eldon, you're Giovanni, so just be like, hey,
But I'm Giovanni, yeah, because I run the ghost
go
gym. But I got my
destroy
one
this
Persian.
family. Give me their gym.
Yeah, I can do that. Make that happen.
That's basically Team Rocket taking over all of Kanto.
Yeah, we should
Which was
make
the
that
goal,
game.
right? Was that what they wanted? Or was it just to, like, steal all the Pokemon?
I think they wanted all the Pokemon.
Team Rocket?
Like, yeah, isn't that what they wanted? They just wanted all the Pokemon. That was the
Well, they
Giovanni
just
wants
wanted, like,
whole.
power.
rare
That's why
Pokemon,
they
yeah.
create Mewtwo. Yeah, he wants the rarest Pokemon. Oh, snap.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
playing Last of Us, by the way, while we're talking, and I'm doing like
Uh-huh.
this chase scene, and I totally just lost. Like, it was like, oh, he got away, because I'm just standing here talking to you guys.
Yeah, you're just like, it's cool, just
It's
hanging out.
cool.
Where's that guy going?
Oh, this sucks. I've played this game. This is like my fourth time doing a playthrough of it. So like I already know what happens. I'm not even caring. I'm like muting the game and everything, but I totally forgot that I had to start like running after that guy.
Way to
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
It is
sorry.
way too distracting to try and play Danganronpa, which is
Oh, for
all
sure.
reading. Well,
Trying
I'm
to
Yeah, just all.
solve.
which I
Yeah.
gave it a good attempt. So
Speaking of
maybe one day.
Danganronpa, did you guys see the new ones coming out in July?
Yeah, I got that shit
In
pre-ordered.
July?
July?
I thought it was like November.
PS4 and Vita.
Yep, number 3. Yeah, I got the little collector's edition pre-ordered. Little art book and soundtrack or some crap. I don't know.
Are you gonna play
And
the second one before?
I do need. Yeah, I do need. I do need to beat the second one before the third one comes out.
Are you on the
I was,
second one right now, Gio?
No, I'm like right at
Oh,
the end. I keep getting really close and then getting distracted.
I mean, you got that twist ending figured out though, right?
Close.
I
I don't
know.
know.
Ah, you're killing me.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm there, but don't say anything just in case.
I'm not going to. I'm not.
Like, I was trying to figure out who, like, the mastermind is,
Okay.
and I'm assuming, like, if it's not one of the students, I'm gonna be pissed, because that's unfair.
I gotcha.
But I'm pretty sure it is a student, and I'm suspecting it's, like, I don't want to say it out loud because it feels stupid.
I
But,
know
like,
you're
my
gonna be like,
original,
I'm
I was
totally
like,
wrong.
yeah,
People are gonna laugh at me.
Everyone in the comments,
no,
spoil it for Gio.
Yeah,
huh.
immediately spoil it right now.
Oh. See, it's who I most medium suspect, which is Hero.
To our most medium suspect.
Yeah, I
See, you
least
don't. You,
suspect. Yeah,
go ahead. You don't go
I
with who you least
least
suspect.
suspect Hina, and I most suspect Byakuya. So that only leaves Toko and Hero. And well, I don't even suspect Hyoko, but maybe it is her. Maybe. Oh, I should probably throw her in there. I don't know.
If
See,
you don't suspect her at all, then that's who you truly least suspect.
that's true. So then it would be Kyoko, then Hina. But I really don't think it's Hina. Because that would make me sad. Like, I just don't want it to be her, so I'm going to assume it's not.
Oh, I
It's
know.
your
She's
character
really
the
been
whole
playing you
time.
this whole time.
Yeah,
You
I
think
got to
she's
that
stupid?
part. I mean, she's not stupid, just Toko treats her like. I got to the class trial where if you tell Kyoko's lie, she's the one that dies, and then all of a sudden everyone has a kid with Hina.
Right?
It's like that whole thing, and I was like, that's hilarious.
Dude, okay, this isn't like a serious spoiler, but did you get? Oh no, Cause okay, did you make friends with what's his face? The guy that I would have to cosplay if we cosplay this game. What's his name?
Which
The
one?
like the stoner spiritualist guy. What's his
Oh,
name?
Hero. Yeah, we
Hero.
call him
Yeah.
Goku. 'Cause
Go. Yeah,
he's
exactly.
got
Because he's
green
got
hair.
Saiyan hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, okay. So have you befriended that guy? Did you like
A little bit. I've not
a
befriended
little
any
bit?
of
Okay.
them like all the way.
Okay, well, just one of his like chats that he has with you if you friend him is that he's like gives you a psychic reading, and he's like, "You and I will have babies with the same woman."
Oh
And I'm like,
man,
"That's fucked up."
I should have befriended him. I just spent all my time. I just focused on Hina, and I was like, I want this girl to be my best friend.
It's
Oh
post
yeah,
game that you'll friendship everybody.
yeah, exactly. If you do the happy school life Danganronpa or whatever, the post game content, yeah,
I'm probably not gonna do that. I'll be
yeah,
happy just finishing it.
I wouldn't blame you.
I'll be happy if you just finish it too. I swear you've been playing it for weeks.
I do. Okay. See, I'll play it for a little bit, and then I'll switch to Overwatch.
That's
It's
fair.
just something different. And I can't, like, it's too much reading in one session if I just sit here for, like, hours.
See, it's funny that you
Yeah.
say that because I beat Danganronpa the story part in like one sitting.
See, and
Holy crap,
I can't
I
believe you did
platinumed
that.
that game in like 3 days. I
that's
love
pretty impressive,
Danganronpa.
man.
I
I mean,
put
I
some
did really
hardcore.
like it.
Well, see, okay, I picked it up, right? And then I was like all into it, and I was like, this is really cool. And then Phineas picked it up, and he was like, oh, I'm about to beat it, like a day later. And I was like, what? And I was like, I didn't want him to beat me, so I picked it back up, and I was like, oh, I beat it. And I beat it like on my next sit down. And then he texted me like a couple days later, and he's like, platinumed it. And I was like, okay, I'm platinuming it right now then.
See, I really like it, but that is too much. That's just, like, too much game in
I
one
don't like the
sitting.
second one as much. It's still good, but I'm excited for the third one. Because
Is the third,
Yeah.
Danganronpa
like,
has
is the
everything to
second
do
one
about
super
Pokemon.
similar?
Yeah, super similar. They actually take some of the characters from the first one and include them in the second one, but they like change like their personalities, so like it's like a different take. I think it was kind of like a
Yeah, and
lazy
that,
way for the artists to do things because it's like they can still use that character model and just like make them act as semi-different.
That's weird.
yeah. So I probably will not play the second one right away. Is there any, like, news on the third one? Is it, like, what is it gonna be about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I haven't actually looked up any trailers or anything for it yet. I was just like, oh, that looks cool.
I definitely don't want to be spoiled by it, so I want to like go into it blind because I don't want to know anything about anything for Danganronpa stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm definitely gonna pick it up though, that's for sure. Well,
It'll be
guys,
really
does
cool.
that end the podcast then?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
We definitely. Oh my God. I just got attacked by some giant scorpions and
before we sign out, Dragon, I would love if you would tell us the epic tale that you were telling me before we hopped on and what you got to witness in Fallout 4.
oh yeah. So basically I'm traipsing through the wilderness. I'm in the Nuka World map and traipsing through the wilderness here because I've basically done everything, but I was just kind of doing a lap of the map to, you know, make sure I hit all the circumference of it. And so I'm cruising along, everything's fine, you know, pretty high level. Don't have to worry about too many dangers. I see this movement off to my left. Look real quick, kind of hide behind a hilly bush area. Look over there, and there's a albino Yaogwai, which you know is just signifies like it's extra big, it's like extra tough and all that, which is cool. And I'm actually about to go into VATS mode to like shoot this thing, and get an automatic critical or whatever. But as it's moving, I realize that it's about to charge something. It's like in the process of charging after something, and for a second I'm like, oh shit, it's about to charge me. It's not charging me though. It like turns and runs off over to my right, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait and see what the heck it's going after. And so it charges across the field over to my right side, and goes up and basically smacks something that I can't quite see, and appears before me this legendary chameleon Deathclaw that just like manifests, of course, in front of me. And so I kind of back up a couple of steps, basically continue to hide in the bushes, and like 20 feet in front of me, I watched the albino Yagwai and a chameleon Deathclaw just go ham on each other. Freaking Battle of the Beasts, like right in front of me. And it was a really good fight. Like they were going back and forth for a while, and it was pretty cool. Um, yeah,
That sounds so
it's fun.
good. That makes me
Fun to
want to pop
watch,
in Fallout 4 and just start playing right now.
right?
That sounds
It's
crazy.
just hot action.
Well, thank you, Geo and Dragon, for joining me in this wonderful Oblivion. I hope you guys had a good time speaking about Pokemans.
Absolutely.
I did indeed.
Well, unless you guys have any last words, we will sign out. Thank you. Peace.